In a city that thrives on spectacle, Robert Pattinson and Suki Waterhouse's appearance together at the New York premiere of Die My Love on Saturday stood out not for its extravagance, but for its quiet intimacy, a rare public affirmation of a bond that's flourished largely in the shadows since 2018. The 39-year-old actor, whose brooding intensity has defined brooding roles from Twilight's eternal vampire to the Batman's caped crusader, arrived arm-in-arm with his 33-year-old fiancé, the multifaceted singer and model whose ethereal presence has graced runways and album covers alike. Their outing, a deliberate step into the flashbulbs after years of privacy, underscored the evolution of a relationship that's weathered paparazzi storms, career pinnacles, and the profound shift into parenthood. Pattinson cut a dapper figure in a tailored two-piece suit, its sharp lines accentuating his lanky frame, completed by sleek black lattice leather shoes that added a subtle edge to the classic ensemble. Waterhouse, ever the chameleon of style, commanded attention in a Zoe Gustavia Anna Whalen creation, a floral stomacher dress with a houndstooth skirt that married romantic whimsy with architectural precision. The gown's intricate detailing hugged her post-baby silhouette, a testament to her effortless grace. She elongated her legs with brown sheer stilettos, their delicate straps evoking vintage Hollywood poise. Accessories were minimal yet impactful, a chunky gold Chloe choker adorned with a crimson gemstone that caught the light like a secret talisman, paired with a brown suede clutch for understated elegance. Her blonde tresses, swept into a sleek updo, framed a face radiant with the glow of new motherhood and unshakable confidence. This red carpet rendezvous arrives at a juncture of personal revelation for the couple, who welcomed their first child, a daughter, in March of the previous year. Pattinson, notoriously guarded about his private life, has begun peeling back layers in recent interviews, offering glimpses into fatherhood's transformative alchemy. Speaking to Icon magazine earlier this month, he confessed a newfound reservoir of patience that borders on reverence. "I have so much more patience," he admitted, before correcting himself with characteristic self-deprecation. "It's funny, it's not even patience. I genuinely enjoy hanging out with babies." That surprised me. This admission from a man once synonymous with enigmatic detachment feels like a seismic shift, revealing how paternity has softened the edges of his introspective persona. Pattinson, who grew up in a bustling London suburb as the youngest of three siblings, has long channeled familial dynamics into his performances. Think the protective ferocity of Edward Cullen or the haunted vulnerability of Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter. Now, those traits find real-world expression in diaper changes and midnight feedings, a domestic rhythm that grounds his globe-trotting career. Waterhouse's pregnancy announcement, a serendipitous moment during her November 2023 set at Mexico City's Corona Capital Festival, encapsulated their shared penchant for the poetic. Draped in a glitter and feather-embellished pink mini-dress, she teased the crowd, "I'm extra sparkly today because I thought it might distract you from something else that's going on." With a flourish, she parted her coat to unveil her bump, eliciting roars of joy before quipping, "I'm not sure if it's working." The reveal, equal parts vulnerability and vum, mirrored Waterhouse's artistic ethos, blending vulnerability with verve, as seen in her role as the free-spirited Eliza in Daisy Jones and the Six or her soulful folk-pop albums like I Can't Let Go. For Pattinson, who met her amid London's creative underbelly, this moment crystallized why he's called her his muse, a partner whose authenticity disarms even his most fortified walls. The couple's first shared image of their daughter graced the cover of British Vogue a few months back, a black-and-white portrait of Waterhouse cradling the infant that exuded serene intimacy. It was a milestone in their narrative of selective visibility, a counterpoint to the relentless scrutiny that shadowed Pattinson's Twilight era. In that same Vogue feature, he geeked out over an unexpected paternal quirk, his baby's unique scent. "I remember people used to be like, 'Oh, don't you like the smell of babies?' But I thought they were just smelling the baby powder," he recalled. "But then I had a baby and I was like, my baby smells incredible. There's something there, I can identify her. She doesn't smell like other babies." This olfactory obsession, delivered with boyish wonder, humanizes a star often mythologized as untouchable, bridging the gap between his silver screen personas and everyday dad duties. Waterhouse, reflecting on learning their child's gender, shared a tearful epiphany that delved into generational healing. "I called my mum in floods of tears and said, 'Oh my God, am I going to have to go through what you went through with me?'" she recounted, laughing through the memory. "I was just such a little h." Her mother's reassurance, "No, you were great. You were amazing, you were fine," flipped the script on Waterhouse's self-perceived teenage turmoil, a rite of passage for many navigating fame's early glare. Raised in Hammersmith by a former nurse mother and a cab driver father, Waterhouse's path from modeling gigs at 16 to indie darling status was paved with grit. Her music, laced with confessional lyrics about love's labyrinths, finds new depth in motherhood's mirror, raising a daughter amid the chaos of red carpets and recording sessions. At Cannes earlier this year, Pattinson elaborated on fatherhood's ripple effects on his craft. "I think, in the most unexpected ways, having a baby gives you the biggest trove of energy and inspiration afterwards," he told reporters. "It's a different kind of energy. Ever since she was born, it's reinvigorated the way I approach work, and yeah, you're a completely different person the next day." This reinvigoration bodes well for Die My Love, Martin McDonagh's dark thriller where Pattinson stars alongside Anya Taylor-Joy in a tale of marital menace and moral ambiguity, a project that, ironically, probes the very fissures his real-life bliss has sealed. Their story, from furtive 2018 sightings in Notting Hill to this poised premiere, defies the transient flings of Hollywood. Waterhouse's support during Pattinson's press tours, quietly orbiting sets in The Batman or Mickey 17, mirrors his presence at her festival gigs, a reciprocity that fortifies their foundation. As they navigate co-parenting's uncharted waters, their rare outings like this one serve as mile markers, proof that love, when shielded from the storm, blooms resilient. In an industry rife with heartbreak, Pattinson and Waterhouse embody a quieter victory, fiercely private, profoundly connected, and utterly, unapologetically themselves.